Have you ever wondered what would happen if a comic book character knew they were in a comic book? What if a movie hero knew he was in a movie? Well, back in the 90s, Marvel Comics decided to answer that question, and the result was one of the most bizarre, hilarious, and downright unkillable characters ever created, Deadpool. But who is Deadpool? Sure, you know the guy in the red suit, the Ryan Reynolds wisecracks, the chimichangas. Desperate, he volunteers for a rogue experiment, a super soldier program that promises a cure. This is the infamous Weapon X program, the same one that gave Wolverine his adamantium skeleton. And here's where things get twisted. The experiment works. Sort of. But the price is horrific. The process ravages his entire body, leaving him scarred from head to toe and, most importantly, it shatters his mind. His sanity completely fractures. This is the birth of Deadpool. He's not a hero, he's not really a villain either. He's a mercenary, a gun for hire, but his most defining characteristic is his fractured psyche. This mental instability is what allows him to break the fourth wall. He's not just cracking jokes, he genuinely understands that he's a fictional character. He talks to the audience, he references his own comic book panels, he complains about the writers. He knows he's a product, and he uses that knowledge to his advantage, making him one of the most unpredictable characters in all of fiction. Think about how insane that is. Imagine being in a fight and suddenly turning to the reader to ask for advice, or complaining that the artist didn't draw your gun correctly. That's Deadpool's everyday reality. This self-awareness makes him an incredible comedic character, but it's also deeply tragic. His humor is a coping mechanism for constant, unimaginable pain and a mind that's been broken into a million pieces. He jokes because if he stopped, the horror of his existence would probably consume him. He's had some of the wildest adventures in comics. And then, of course, there's Ryan Reynolds. It's rare that an actor becomes so intertwined with a character, but Reynolds championed the Deadpool movie for over a decade. He understood that you couldn't do Deadpool without embracing the R-rated violence, the meta-humor, and the tragic core of the character. The movies perfectly captured that lightning in a bottle. They're not just action comedies, they are love letters to the absurdity of the source material. So, the next time you see Deadpool slicing up bad guys and ordering a chimichanga, remember what's under the mask. It's not just a smart-aleck mercenary. It's a man who lost everything, a man in constant agony, whose only escape is to laugh at the absurdity of his own fictional existence. He's the jester in the court of Marvel, the only one who knows it's all just a story. And that's what makes him, without a doubt, one of the most unique and compelling characters ever created. He's the merc with a mouth, the regenerate and degenerate, the one and only Deadpool.